Hi and welcome along to AFTV News Daily. We've got a very special guest in the house. He's taken time off from Sky, from BT Sport, from DAZN, from BBC, ITV, Netflix, who else? Amazon Prime, ABC, NBC, and has decided to give us a bit of time today. Ty, thank you very much for, I am honoured that you've graced us with your presence after all these big time appearances on all these big time platforms. I didn't think you want to know me again, but you know what I mean? I'm glad that, big you up, man.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
So the Ian football got my name. You see that? He nearly forgot my name. He was going to say Jamie Carragher there, isn't it? Or something like that.
No.
You see, that's what I mean, man. You don't know, man, again. It's all right. No. It's all right, bro.
Thank you very much for inviting me. And if I was on those platforms, I'm especially lucky. So,
but you were on it. Yesterday you were doing something with Sky, right? Overlap.
Yeah, the overlap. Yeah, with Jamie, my mate Jamie.
Jamie
Cameron.
Jamie.
Paul Scholes, Gary Neville.
Paul Scholes.
And the fantastic Josh. Big up to Josh Denzel as well. So.
Josh Denzel?
Yes, amazing.
Wow, well, this is fixing you up with, was he hooking you up? Love Island, Josh Denzel from Love Island, yeah?
Yeah, that's
so what you say, are you lining you up?
Well,
did you have a chat with him?
Yeah, he's cool. Really nice, humble.
I was going to say, you're going to line you up with anything?
Line him up.
He knows a lot of women, man. You've seen that guy, he was on Love Island, wasn't he?
Oh, okay, well. I don't know. I don't think. No, it's strictly football chat though. He's not lining me up.
He's a gooner actually, isn't he?
Yeah.
Arsenal fan.
Yeah, and he was saying to me about how I go on the cup. So I think he back in the day must go. And I didn't chat to him about that. Back in the day he must have gotten all that. Yeah, fantastic.
So Paul Scholes.
Paul Scholes.
These men you dissed in the past.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Paul Scholes, 100%. Gary Neville, you called them cheats and that in the past.
Absolutely.
Did you tell that to their face when you saw them?
Well, like I say, the thing is, Robbie.
Did you tell that to their face when you saw them?
See, the thing is, Robbie, you are a very good devil's advocate, but
I'm not even being no devil's advocate right now.
Like on the box.
I'm being I'm a real guy, right? You know what I mean? I'm being a real person. When you saw them now, Paul Scholes, Gary Neville.
And Roy Keane.
Right?
And
Roy Keane was there as well?
No, he was there last time.
Yeah, but this time, Paul Scholes and Gary Neville.
Yeah.
Two guys in the past you've labelled as cheats.
And they did cheat.
Did you say that to their face when you saw them?
Robbie, you're saying this. The thing is, just like on the boxing stream, you are a good wind-up merchant.
I'm not winding up.
You're a good one.
How am I winding up? You called him a cheat.
Absolutely.
Did you tell them that to their face when you saw them?
Manchester United cheats, I called them cheats.
Paul Scholes, did you tell him he's a cheat?
Yeah, but I already told you. Remember what happened? When Keane and Neville were there, I said, you...
Flip-flop.
No, I said...
Back down, man. Back down. You know these men that run at them out, and then when they see you, Paul... Paul.
Well,
Gary, how you doing? You know what I mean?
Well, I don't think I've backed down with... Troy Deeney, have I? Or Mo Petty?
That's because you ain't seen him yet.
Yeah, and if I see him, what?
You're backing down. I can see it already from what's. You're backing.
I'm not betting man, but I could bet you 100 million.
I could bet you 100 million. You're backing down, especially with Troy Deeney.
What, verbally?
I know Troy Deeney. You'd be back down. Verbally, you back down verbally even with them with Paul Scholes and that.
No, I didn't back.
Paul Scholes and Neville, you called the cheats.
Yes,
and you've now seen.
Keane. But remember when it first started, when I said that you always this stuff, they said we respect Arsenal. It's over. What do you want me to do? You want me to carry on? You want me to carry on? You see, you are a troublemaker. You are a troublemaker. Sorry. You're saying I will back down with Troy Deeney. Verbally, is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Then no. I can even give a sportsman bet that I want.
Oh my God, man! You're like I mean, yeah, you know.
You are a troublemaker, man.
Anyway, on the show today, thanks very much for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you very much.
The Premier League is back this weekend.
Yes.
However, our game is not until Monday night.
Yes, that's right.
Weird situation where we've got a game on a Monday night, then we have a game the following Friday.
Yes.
So for the next couple of weekends, no game. We didn't have a game last weekend. You know what I mean? That'd be 3 weekends without a game. It's really weird, Ty, isn't it?
It's weird, but then if it gives, because it's international break, if it gives the players longer rest time, then to me that's a good thing. Because I never understand personally, if you have a game, an international game at the weekend, fair enough. Why are there international games in midweek? There shouldn't be. I don't understand that. That's where the injuries come from.
Yeah,
It should be one international break.
when you're gonna play them then?
I don't know, but that's one thing they should. No, but that's one
It's
thing.
great. You clear it down, but you've got no solution.
No, I don't know.
When you're gonna play it?
I don't know, but that's the problem. That's when players get injured because you're playing a game on, let's say Saturday, playing a game on a Wednesday, then another game on a Saturday.
I mean, to be fair, you make a good point in that. Not in about the games, but you make a good point in that the fact that our game now is going to be on Monday. So our players would have had a bit of extra rest before they get into that game. So
that's good.
I wasn't even really considering that. But Vieira coming back.
Yes, the legend that is Patrick. I mentioned him in the overlap. Yeah, the absolute.
All right, the overlap advertising done now. Yeah, you're on AFTV now. Yeah.
Obviously, no other channels are available.
But listen.
Can't wait.
Patrick Vieira comes back. You think you get a good welcome?
I don't think you get a good welcome. No, I think
you don't.
I think you get a tremendous welcome, which is what he deserves. He will get a fantastic welcome. He really will. He really will. Obviously we want to win, and hopefully we will win. But Patrick, one of our invincible legends, captain. Amazing. It'd be nice to see him.
Best midfielder ever to play for Arsenal, would you say? All your time watching football at Arsenal?
Yeah. I don't see anyone better than him. For what he did and what he has done. No, I don't see
I'll never ask you this. Who's your favourite ever Arsenal player? I've never actually asked you that, but who is it?
I know you haven't. It's a tough question. Because I probably would I'd probably have to say Patrick
Vieira.
Even though you got Thierry, you got Ian, you got Nwankwo, you got Tony, but Patrick is my favourite because of the fact that he used to be our star before we got all the others, the Invincibles. He used to be the man that we'd always turn to and always would keep us together. Even before we got Emmanuel Petit, he was just absolutely superb.
Yeah. By the way, just to on that, we've got our podcast coming out. It's going to be out in the morning. Brand new podcast called the Invincible Podcast with me and Lee Judges. Yes. And we're talking about Patrick Vieira. You've got to watch that to hear Lee Judges' take on Patrick Vieira.
Okay.
Patrick Vieira, his all-time favourite player as well.
Oh, really?
Lee Judges as well. And he gives you the reasons why. And, we both reminisce about how good he was. He was a great player. However, we're going to want to beat him.
Yes, we
want to beat him on Monday. It's a very important game for Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
And one of the other questions in there, and another one of the comparisons, there's going to be a couple of comparisons in that game. Of course, there's going to be a comparison between Mikel Arteta and Patrick Vieira because there'll be some Arsenal fans who might be looking at it and thinking, well, should we have got Vieira in the first place instead of, And there'll be another comparison going on that game, and that's Pepe and Zaha.
Yes,
right. Remember, we were linked
Zaha,
linked with Wilfried Zaha before. We nearly signed him. I think in the end we decided not to because,
Crystal Palace wanted too much. That's what I think.
But then we went and spent a load of money, big money, on Nicolas Pepe.
Yes.
Pepe or Zaha, I said in the title. Did Arsenal get their wrong man? Did they also get the wrong man? Chichiana says...
that's a nice name.
Old argument, the question should be, if Vieira manages to beat Arteta, is Arteta the right man?
Well, listen, I don't know. Hopefully it's. We'll have to wait and see. But the thing is, one thing I will say, if Patrick manages anyway, and the way he used to play, we're in trouble. But hopefully he won't.
He's been doing a decent job so far.
He has. He has done a very decent job. But with no disrespect, he is at Crystal Palace. So,
What's that mean?
So what that means is that their expectation is a lot lower than ours.
Yeah, well, I guess so.
So, and at the moment he's ticked the boxes. I mean, they did beat Tottenham 3-0, didn't they?
Yeah.
So, and that's when Tottenham won beaten. So, at the moment he's done really well. The thing is, Patrick has done really, really well because the fact is, Roy Hodgson, he's managed to change the philosophy and the play of Crystal Palace, who were very defensive. I wouldn't say negative, but very defensive. And solid under Roy Hodgson, but he's managed to still keep them defensive, but add an attacking element.
You worried about the game?
No, I'm never worried about any game. Apprehensive, yeah, but I'm confident we'll beat them. But listen, the legend that is Patrick is coming. I've been lucky enough to chat to him when he was Man City coach.
Man City?
Yeah, when he was, Man City Academy manager.
And what did you say to him?
I just chatted to him.
Said what to him?
How is he? And nice to see you back. I saw him at Bournemouth, and he was brilliant. So
What did he say?
He said, yeah. He said, yeah, cool. He said, yeah. In a few years' time, I'm going to manage Crystal Palace. Then I'm going to come to manage you lot. Just joking. No, he didn't say that. But just no. But he was fantastic. Very nice to chat to.
Do you think that's like he'd like to manage Arsenal?
Of course. I mean, I don't want to start singing songs, but I will mention one, Written in the Stars, Tiny Temper. I think that's written in the stars for him, Thierry or Dennis to be involved somehow. It's just written. Why? What do you think?
I think he was absolute legend at Arsenal.
Unbelievable.
And surely he'd want to manage Arsenal.
He would.
Surely he'd want to manage Arsenal, and but would you want to see him come back? I mean, there's a lot of people who say, you know what, they've got their legendary players.
Yeah.
And they're like, I don't. It's almost like I love that person so much. I don't want them to ruin their legacy. Like a bit like Arsene Wenger towards the end. You were like, I was kind of like, Arsene, can you leave? In my head, I'm thinking, no. In my head, I'm like, because you're gonna ruin a bit of your legacy. Well, your legacy will always be there for some of the things you did. Yeah. But you're taking a bit of the shine off of it because we're not seeing the legend now. We're starting to see the end of the legend. You know what I mean? You're a bit like in boxing. Yes. When you've got a fighter and he's gone on a bit too long. Yes, and you're sort of like, bro, you know what I mean?
I can understand that.
To retire now, you know what I mean? Retire in glory.
Yeah, I can understand that.
And I think that maybe, I don't know.
Well, I can understand, Robbie. I can understand that. But what I'll say, I don't think Arsene can ever tarnish his legacy. And I don't think Patrick would as well. I think we need to have the Invincibles, the record-breaking, the Immortals, the invincible Immortals. We should have at least some of their influence at the club.
Yep, I agree with you.
So why not,
I agree with you on that. I'm going to ask that question today, and I want to ask people about the Zaha Pepe thing. Let me get a couple of people's comments. Listen, I love the fact that you guys are always so much a big part of the show.
Yeah, thank you very much.
This is your show. This is why we do this show live. Yep. So we can hear from you guys every night, and then I'm going to get Ty's opinion on it.
Absolutely.
Yazzie says both are good, but the final ball is the decider. You don't want Pepe shooting at you in the box. Zaha is good, especially because he can get us penalties, and in some matches we just need such. I think he sounds like he's a is he a Palace fan?
Crystal Palace fan, yeah.
But he's going towards Zaha.
Yeah, of course he will.
Agent E says neither of them will help us to reach our goals. In his opinion.
Well, I can't. I don't agree with that.
And Pasanga says Pepe has been a flop.
I don't know.
Abdullah says Pepe is better.
I think they're both extremely talented.
Agent Ghost says Zaha is clear of Pepe. Juicebat says Pepe is just slightly worse version of Zaha.
What is that?
Pepe, Magambo says Pepe will start playing well when we're out of all the competitions and mathematically impossible to achieve the top four. So I think he's saying that he starts playing well when the pressure's off. Jacqueline says, I wanted Zaha over Pepe at first because I thought Zaha would have been better than a nobody.
Because he's a nobody. That's for sure.
Ronald says Pepe is a better player than Zaha. Pepe, not selfish. It's the format, the technical aspects of the coach. Under a different coach, Pepe would be firing if Sanchez played with Pepe, he says. Jimmy J says, amazing. We definitely got it wrong. Zaha is proven in the Premier League. Should have signed him for sure. And obviously Kieran says, just joined and Ty is still banging on about the Invincibles.
That's right, the Invincibles, the greatest.
Patrick says, Zaha is nowhere near as good as Pepe. Natty says, Robbie, Zaha has done nothing.
No, I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. He hasn't won anything, but I wouldn't say that because without him, I don't know where Crystal Palace would be. they'd be a lot worse off without him, I think, personally.
So who do you think? Who do you think? I mean, Ginger Lee says Pepe gets too much stick. His stats,
Yes.
which AFTV swear by, are really good. He does have good stats. He's,
Brilliant stats.
You know, he has, well, I don't know, brilliant, but he has good stats.
Well, good enough then.
Pepe is better than Zaha, says Indeedis.
Well,
Who's better?
Well, I don't know who's better, but I think they're very talented. But for me, obviously, I think it would have been nice to get both. We wouldn't have got both, but
Who's better, man? You talk about sitting on the fence. Obviously, they're both good. Oh, I wish I could have got both.
Yeah.
Who's better?
I don't know who's better, but I'm not upset with the choice of Nicholas, because I think Nicholas is very talented. He's still yet to prove what he can do, but
He needs to hurry up.
No, he does, but he showed glimpses of his fantastic attacking talent. So I'm obviously it was a lot of money, but I'm very happy.
Worth it?
With buying. Is anybody really worth that money?
No, is he worth it?
I think he is. And he will.
He's worth 75 million.
Well, then, like I said, is anyone worth 75 million? It's probably not. But I still think he's a player worth investing in, and I think he's gonna be, as long as he gets the chance, he will prove to be a very good player.
What do you think with Pepe? Why do you think he hasn't? You know, like you said, you explained it really well there.
Thank you.
In glimpses.
Yeah.
You look at him and you're like, wow.
Yeah,
skillful.
That's what I mean.
Scores goals when he's ready. Free kicks. Really tricky player. Then on another game, you're like, yeah, what's the matter with this guy? He'll run into brick walls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You'd be like, yo, well, you know, you make wrong decisions in games.
Yeah. I think what it is that he obviously needs to play regularly, and he's got to play in the position that can get the best out of him.
Which is?
On the left, definitely.
You think on the left?
On the left, definitely.
So would you play him on the left or Saka on the right?
Bukayo can play either. That's the thing.
Well, where would you play? What would be your front three then?
Front three would be, well, I would still like to play Alexander, but it would be.
You can't play everybody, you know what I mean? You can't. This guy trying to fit everybody in. You can't play everybody. Right, what would you do? What's your front three?
It'd have to be Pierre, Nicholas.
Pierre where?
Pierre, well, he can.
In the middle?
Yeah, probably in the middle. He can.
Wait, to be decisive, man. Stop telling me probably, maybe. I mean, you're in charge now. Who plays down the middle?
It's going to be Pierre.
Right, who's on the left?
Nicholas will be on the left.
Right, and on the right?
And Bukayo will be on the right.
All right, what about Smith Rowe?
Yeah, he's good, but he can play in the hole, isn't it?
Huh?
He can play in the hole.
So you play number 10?
Yeah.
So what about Odegaard?
You see, that's a conundrum.
That's why. I mean, you can only select 11 players.
Yeah, the thing is, this is what I mean. We're not even managers.
No, but you put Nicolas Pepe in, so you've got to drop out. You've either got to leave out Aubameyang.
No, which I wouldn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Which you haven't done, or you got to leave out Smith Rowe then. Or you got to leave out, if you put in Smith Rowe in the hole, you got to leave out Odegaard.
Well, yeah. Well, possibly sometimes you could rotate Emil and Martin. But I think for me, Nicholas has got to play because he's so dangerous. Because every time he plays now, he's got about 3 men on him because he's so dangerous.
On Monday, who starts? So,
assuming they're fit.
Assuming they're fit in goal?
In goal would be Aaron.
And then back four, the same back four as the last game? Tomiyasu,
yes.
Ben White.
Takahiro, Ben, and Kieran. Yeah.
Tierney. And then, getting me into it now. Right? And then two holding midfielders or one?
Thomas
Partey.
Yeah. Thomas, Martin. Yeah. Emil. Yeah.
So you're leaving out Sambi Lokonga?
For now. Just for now.
So he can play one.
Yeah, I can play one, especially at home.
That's a very attacking team. I like that, Ty.
Thank you.
I like that.
Because we're at home. Obviously, no disrespect to Patrick or Crystal Palace, but at home, when we want to go for it.
But like you said, they're a very attacking team, so we've got to be mindful of that.
No, they are. But then you look at... They are. And obviously, Zaha's the pivot of that. But then you look at Takahiro and you look at Kieran. I know it's very early, but Takahiro has shown how well he can get forward and also defend. And you've got Kieran pushing up and down as well.
Big game for Takahiro Tomiyasu because he's going to be up against Zaha.
Yes, he will be. He will be. And see, this is the thing. If Nicholas does play, he has got to track back when we haven't got the ball. And that's maybe why sometimes he doesn't play, because he doesn't track back. Because to me, it's so dangerous. But when he hasn't got the ball, he's got to track back. He has to track back.
Okay, fair points.
Thank you.
Loads more comments coming in. Dave Chambo says Zaha would have done a better thing at Arsenal.
Well,
I mean, my personal. I asked you your opinion, which
Yeah.
you know, like this guy says, Night Flash V159. He says Ty dodges the question more than Arteta, right?
Really?
But
Really?
I asked
So
you
you
the
didn't hear me
question. You
answer
did dodge it. You didn't really give a good answer. I think did you say Nicholas Pepe?
I said Nicholas. I said
All right.
I will go with Nicholas.
Personally, and I like Pepe. I like Pepe, but personally, Zaha for me. I wanted Zaha in. I had a lot of arguments with different fans.
Yeah.
And I've always liked Zaha. I think he's a tricky player. He's skillful, he's strong. He can go inside, outside. He's really, really top drawer. And somebody said it earlier, he was Premier League ready. He was ready for the Premier League right now. So, but listen, we got Nicholas Pepe. I'm not, but I want to see Pepe.
We've got.
I want to see Pepe be more consistent and step up in games.
Yes. Which we know he can.
I want to see him boss games. He's got the ability to do so.
Yes.
Andre G says if Zaha played in a better team, he would also have better stats. Zaha is a more influential player. He's very influential.
Well,
Keenan says Pepe needs more consistency in the team.
He does.
I would actually go with Pepe, Laka, and Aubameyang. He says. Dale Graham says both just need to learn to keep possession, then get it back. But Pepe has more quality in his opinion. Zaha is even more selfish. Zaha is more explosive, says Getz. Fat Sam says Zaha is too greedy. Tony W says Pepe has been playing in a much better team. Zaha would have been a match winner for Arsenal. R&R 10 says Robbie, we don't play to Pepe's strengths. Let's be honest. You would see the best out of Pepe if we play on the front foot. Agree with that?
Yeah. Very good point. Very good point.
Striker 10 says you must be deluded like Ty
listen,
if you think Pepe is better than Zaha in the Premier League.
Listen, mate, call me deluded when you do more than me, and you never can, and you never win in your whole lifetime. So you can't call me deluded. If you don't agree, fair enough, but don't call me deluded. Because to call me deluded is that you must be doing the same that I'm doing or more than me, which, like I said, you never can and you never will.
Ooh, just because you're doing your things with Jamie Carragher and Gary Neville now you're telling people that they'll never do as much as you.
Paul Scholes.
It's getting big now, eh?
Well, no.
So we'll fit in that hat soon, innit? Now all of a sudden, man ain't doing as much as you, but yeah.
No, but even before that, he or she couldn't do what I'm doing anyway. So
obviously, Kieran says Pepe has been a financial disaster for Arsenal and we'll never get the profit back on him.
Yeah, no, we won't. But if he can help us to win things, then he would have paid for his transfer fee.
F Killer says Ty is all bark but no bite.
Oh really? Is that right? Is that why I'm on the overlap? Where were you? Hey? Okay, where are you? If I'm all bark and no bite, but if I'm all bark and no bite, what am I doing on the overlap twice with Jamie Carragher, Paul Scholes, Roy Keane and Gary Neville? I don't see you on there, do I?
Obviously, Kieran says Ty sold out to Sky.
Really? What? So what was the transfer fee? Let me know then.
Lewis P says Pepe has 16 goal contributions. Apparently Starboy, Saka and Emile Smith-Rowe have 5 league goals combined since January.
Yeah, but
if Pepe had them stats, imagine the hate. Haaland bias.
Yeah, but you say that, but this is not a Bukayo and Emile and Nicholas debate. This is Nicholas and Zaha. So we don't need to bring that up because they're on the same team. So there's no reason to bring that up at all. I remember these are young men who have not gone for the transfer fee that Nicholas has. They are academy players. So that to me is not an argument.
Some of these comments are making me laugh, man. Carrington Blunt says Hollywood Ty.
Yeah,
that's what they call it, yeah.
I wish. Actually, funny enough, wasn't there a soap opera called Hollywood Wives?
Huh?
Yeah, it was a soap opera called Hollywood Wives.
What's that not doing to you?
No, he said Hollywood Ty. So maybe I should be in Hollywood. No, Hollywood fans. Robbie would be first. No, I wish.
Jaquan says Ty's getting really cocky now.
No, I'm there. No, listen. I'm joking about the overlap thing, but it just shows you when you want to say I've got no bark, no bite. I've shown where my bite is. Where's yours?
Rocco says, Rocco365, he says, smash the like button, people. Please smash that like button and get involved in the show right now. Harry Evans says, tell Ty he looks cute with that baseball cap on.
Oh.
Got an admirer, innit?
Well, thank you very much.
The way you said that.
No, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Bob Cricket says Pepe is a baller and so is Zaha.
Yeah,
However,
both are ballers,
I would rather get Will, and I can't pronounce the surname, from Ukraine.
Who?
I don't know. I'm not sure. It might be a bait. It might be a bait one.
Yeah, it might be.
And you're not going to like this one, Ty. Siddhant says, sometimes I look at Ty and I think,
what a superstar I am! Yeah, I know. Thank you, thank you. I know you wish you could be like me, isn't it? I know, but no one can. Keep on trying, though.
That's not what you said.
Yeah, I bet
he says sometimes I look at Ty and I think, how come a man who's watched so much football can talk so much BS?
Well, the thing about that is that it's because of people like you that talk rubbish. Listen, if you don't agree, fair enough, but don't say swearing words. There's no need for that. I can say whatever I like, and obviously the overlap seem to like it, don't they?
Will Rickett says Ty is a legend. Put some respect on his name.
Thank
Robbie,
thank you very much.
Compare the stats for the two from last year and the start of the season.
Yes.
Stop hating Ty, bruv.
Yeah,
he watches more Arsenal than you.
Well,
says Travis.
thank you very much, and I like to think that's true. Thank you very much. Listen, if you don't agree, that's fine, but there's no need to say that. Because what you're saying is exactly.
We got Kalen.
Yeah. When you say that, I talk that.
Keep
That's
it simple.
What you're saying.
Says Ty, don't watch the hate. Your respect is unmatched.
Oh, thank you very much.
Cheesy says you mustn't forget it's been raining though.
Well, yeah. Let me tell you this. It weren't raining in a nice overlap studio. It was nice and warm there, mate.
You know what? You are getting big-headed. No, you mentioned overlap about 10 times.
Yeah, because the thing is, the people are trying to diss me. Diss me on the overlap, then, isn't it? You saw what happened. You saw what happened to Adam McCullough. If you feel you're hard enough, why don't you go and take his place? If you feel you're hard enough.
What was you was arguing with Adam McCullough?
Yeah, because he was saying, "Oh yeah, I was in school," and he said, "I've got a problem." And I said, "I don't have a problem."
Got a problem with what?
I don't know. I can't remember what.
I'm sure he was only joking.
It didn't look like it.
You know McCullough would be banter.
Yeah, well.
Right? But you, as usual, would probably take it seriously.
Well, yeah, I take verbal attacks on our team very seriously, of course. Of course I do.
Defend the team to the last.
Absolutely.
By the way, the women's team, what was that, last night?
Yes, last night. We thrashed Hoffenheim 4-0.
Was you there?
I was there, yeah. Saw the legend that is Leah Williamson. Spoke to her about her fantastic celebration when she went like that. And she did confirm that it was after Dennis scored a fantastic goal in 95, 96, I think it was, when we beat Sunderland, when he dragged it back and he curled it in. So she did that as well, spoke to us. Well, yeah, we won 4-0, so very, very happy. And obviously,
who scored?
She scored.
Leah Williamson?
Yeah, she scored a header for the fourth goal. The first was a penalty by another legend, our captain, Kim Little. The second was, I think, a goal by Lotta, another one of our fans, who amazingly, incredibly, I saw her and she said, "All right, so it seems to know who I am." And I said, I'm very flattered that you know who I am. She said, "Yeah, you're a big gooner," which was very humbling. And the third one, Vivian scored the third. So
4-0. That was in the Champions League, wasn't it?
That was in the Champions League, yes. So
and that was a good comeback after getting thrashed last week.
Well, Barcelona, they're the best. They're the best. I mean, no one's even scored against them, basically. So the fact that we obviously 4-1 still a thrashing, but against them to even score a goal was good. But it's what they did to us. It showed that's the level we need to get to.
Yeah,
if we want to win it.
Ronaldo Wang says, what? What's he laughing for? You thought I got baited there, innit? No, that's his name. He says...
says big up Cecil G.
Big up Cecil G in the building. He says, hi, Robbie and Ty from Indonesia.
All right.
Congratulations on the awards for
Absolutely.
AFTV. We won an award last night for Best Content Creator.
We didn't mention that, so
Yeah, so
done.
thank you very much for everyone who voted for us. That was particularly satisfying. Where were you?
I was at the women's game. But I did say...
Thanks for your support, man.
On the Friday night, I did say the Friday night quiz that congratulations to everybody in the team for all the hard work. Also, but you're saying that, the Don, and the thing is, if there wasn't a game, would I even have got an invite?
Well, it's not my thing, is it?
Well, see, so you're saying...
Of course you would have got an invite. You would have come. There was loads of us there.
Oh, okay. Then
We got Curtis Shaw as well. He won an
Curtis,
award. Turkish won an award as well.
Is it? Well done, Curtis. Well done, Turkish. Big yourself up.
Curtis won Best New Content Creator.
Yes, that's right. Fantastic. Absolutely magnificent. What did Turkish win?
Best what?
Best podcast for Premier League.
Best podcast for the Premier League.
Second,
He won a silver award for that.
Oh, super. Oh, fantastic. Wow.
But if you were there, you'd have been there, you'd have found out.
Yes.
All the rest of the man was there,
Yes.
you weren't there.
Yes, because I went to a women's game. Didn't I? So...
And then you were a legend the other night with your celebrations in the under-21 game.
When I went, yes, yeah, it was great. And what was so satisfying, Robbie, was the fact that when I lied, and I must admit, I lied, and I'm proud of it, that Newport were losing. People actually started trolling that Newport were winning. So we actually won in the end with a goal from Charles Sago Jr. And you said it was so great. When I thought it was Newport fans. It wasn't even Newport fans. It was trollers that wanted us to lose. They seemed to disappear. You remember that song? Disappear. Because the invisible me, I'm looking for you. You're only for trouble. You remember that?
No.
You don't remember? You don't remember that tune, Bobby?
And by the way, Chris says, I'm beginning to question if you even went to that game, because says Tobin Heath scored the second goal.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Yes, you did.
Sure,
yes.
you went.
Of course, I went to the game. Well, I can't make a mistake like the Newport. Yeah, sorry, yeah. Tobin, yeah. Sorry, Tobin's first goal for us. Yeah. Of course, I did. She played number 77.
Sure. Where was the game?
At the Wood show. It was at Bournemouth. Where was the game? What? So I can't make a mistake. The question is, ask that person, did they go? I'm sure they didn't.
All right, and Bulo says, I saw Ty yesterday at the Women's Champions League game. He was screaming, where's the card?
Yeah, and I'm screaming, get off. No, just joking.
But actually, the women are doing really well this season.
They're doing well. They're unbeaten. They're top of the table. We beat Chelsea 3-2 and we thrashed Manchester City 5-0. So Jonas, our new manager, has come in, and I don't think he's got enough credit because at the moment he's taken the Super League by storm. We've conceded only 2 goals in the league, and we've won every game.
He didn't want to get rid of the last manager, though. I remember that last season. He was moaning about that when. What's his name? The Australian guy?
Joe Montemiro.
Yeah.
I didn't.
You were when he was going. You were saying, you think they're treating him really badly.
No, I never said that. I didn't say that.
You was unhappy when he's leaving.
I wasn't happy.
Now you're saying that that's why sometimes you do need a bit of change.
No. But you're saying that, Robbie. I didn't want him to leave. I didn't say they were treating him badly because it was his choice to leave. I'm just saying I was sad to see him leave. But he's actually Juventus manager. But no, we didn't treat him badly because he was his choice to leave.
Kalen says, cheers from San Francisco, Robbie and Ty.
To you as well,
Zaha is miles better than Pepe. And Palace would have been relegated without him.
Yes, I agree with that.
He's involved in some way in almost every goal.
Yes, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with that. Without him, I don't think Crystal Palace would be where they are today. Yeah,
RY2496 says, Ty is the GOAT of Arsenal. Put some respect on his name. He goes to all the Arsenal games. He's a real dedicated supporter.
Yeah, thank you very much. I try to be.
How many games? You do go to a lot of games, isn't it?
Yeah, I try to go to all the games in this country and go to as many youth games and women games as possible. What I don't go to, which I used to go, which is quite regrettable, is I don't get to watch our women's development team anymore because I used to watch them back in the day when I used to play at Rowley Lane. And I used to watch them, and it was brilliant. And funny enough, players like the legend as Leah, she was in that youth team. You know, so but because they play now, they played now at Hertfordshire University. You never know when the game is on, but I'd still love to go and see them.
Okay. Travis says Ty doesn't watch all the women watch him.
Well, listen. I don't know what to say to that.
Don't say nothing. Emmanuel says
that would be nice if it's true, but I assure you it's not.
Emmanuel says congrats on the award, Don.
Yes, absolutely.
Ty on AFTV is just grace.
He's just
not
grace.
better. It's just grace. He didn't say disgrace. He says not better on football analysis than 90% of Arsenal fans, and it's a shock. He's my brother from Niger and grew up in the UK.
I'm sorry. What do you know about
maybe
analysis?
he's saying you are a disgrace. I don't know.
Listen, mate. I didn't see you on the overlap, did I? Unless I missed it.
Brandon says Ty's a top guy. He does a lot as a Arsenal.
Thank you very much. He
does a lot for Arsenal. Has a supporter. Respect everyone. Stop winding him up.
Well, thank you. They're not winding me up because I mean.
What do you reckon Monday?
Well, the thing is, thank you, Robbie. Well, can I just say, listen, jokes apart, they're not winding me up because if I'm on the overlap, who are you? Okay, who are you? But anyway,
if you mention the word overlap one more time, I swear I'm gonna punch you, man. You know what I mean? I'm tired to hear that now. He's like, you come on here tonight, like
the Don Robbie.
You're promoting. You know what I mean? What's this? Did they give you some extra money to promote it when you came on the show?
Money?
How many more times are you gonna say overlap?
No, there's no need for that one. No, it's just to let the people know.
It's just you let them know. How many more times are you going to let them know?
As many times as they try to diss me. I don't even have to say that anymore. I just have to say that. I won't say the word.
Score. Who's going to win on Monday?
Who's going to win on Monday? Well, obviously it's going to be us. The legend Patrick is going to come. He's going to get a good reception. And then Mikel will be shaking his hand after we beat them 5-0. So
5-0?
Just joking, Dada. Hopefully 2-0. 2-0. I would say 3-0, but because the legend is in manager, it'd be 2-0 hopefully.
2-0.
Well, what do you reckon?
I think I predict. I was on the show. I was going to predict 2-0 as well. Yeah. But somebody else predicted, so I went 3-1. But I think.
All right.
I don't know. Arsenal have been keeping a lot of clean sheets recently. We're playing at home.
We are.
I fully expect Arsenal to be on the front foot and get the job done. We need to win that game. We've got some games coming up. I feel those are games that Arsenal need to get 3 points in. We need to win that game. We've got a very difficult game after that against Aston Villa.
Emiliano's,
beat us home and away last season. Beat Man United at home already this season.
They did.
Going to be a really tough game, but I want us to get 3 points from that game as well.
Yep.
I mean, as a matter of fact, when I look at the next 4 games coming up, excluding the Leeds Carabao Cup. When I look at Crystal Palace, Aston Villa,
I think
Leicester away, and then Watford.
Yes.
At home, I want 10 points from those games.
I want 12.
Well, I want 12. I want 12, but
10 would be a very good return.
Yeah, it'd be an excellent return.
Yeah.
Mikel Arteta now needs to get some momentum going. He's got a bit of momentum going with the 3 wins. Bit of a setback against Brighton with that draw. It
could have been worse if we'd lost. Yeah, at least we managed to dig out a point.
Get a bit of momentum going now.
Yes, absolutely.
That's how I feel, and if we can do that, we won't be looking back. At the start of the season, it was all doom and gloom.
Yes.
And we got a very good record in October, so I'd really like to see us really, really, really kicking on from that.
That's actually true.
Yeah.
And also October being Black History Month as well.
Yeah. So that's what I want Pepe to score.
Absolutely.
And funny enough, we was talking about the teams for the game, and I think I go with the same sort of team that you went with,
Okay. All right.
I liked your team, I mean, I like the fact that you went attacking with that team, and you had a midfield of Thomas Partey, what did you say? Thomas Partey, Odegaard, Smith Rowe, and then up front you went Saka,
Nicholas and
Pepe and Pierre. I like that team, man.
Thank you. Well, but when we're at home, why don't we? You can understand we're away from home. We have to be cautious. But when we're at home, why not go for it? Why not go for it? We've got attacking players. We've got attacking players to go for it. Why not? Why not? I mean, look at what happened when we went for Tottenham. It was absolutely magnificent. That's going to be the template and the benchmark of how we go at teams. Because Tottenham never saw it coming. We didn't, to be fair. Nor did any of us. Well, that's what can happen if you're brave. What's the saying? Fortune favours the brave, is it? Mm-hmm. So why not? Why not do that?
And you're right. We were very brave in that game. No, let me look at as we're on that, I'm going to look at some of the other games at the weekend because you know, the Premier League does return.
It does return.
Let me get the fixtures out here.
It does return on Saturday.
It does return on Saturday. The games coming up on Saturday, I want to get your opinion on what you think some of the scores may be.
I can give you a sneak preview. Any games involving Chelsea, Manchester United, and Tottenham
wait, let me
defeats for them. That's all I would say.
Can you not be biased for a second and just listen? Right, so Watford versus Liverpool.
Oof, gosh.
Watford when they were last up in the division, remember they beat Liverpool.
Yeah, I'm gonna say a big shock and say Liverpool to win 3-0.
3-0.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Villa versus Wolves. Ooh, that's a good derby game.
That is a good derby. Yes, that is a derby game. Midlands derby. Ooh, I'm gonna have to go for Aston Villa.
Yeah, I'll go in Villa as well
because you know they're in form and Wolves are not. It would be a difficult game, but
Leicester versus Manchester United.
Oof. I've got to go for a Leicester win.
Leicester win?
Yep.
I see.
They're gonna start to turn it around.
The Man United win, unfortunately, I think. Manchester City versus Burnley.
I'm gonna go for a shock. Manchester City win.
That's a shock.
I'm just joking. I'm just trying to put a spin in it. I think Manchester
City will win that easy. Yeah. Norwich versus Brighton.
Do you know what? If Norwich can get a win, that would be amazing. And I'm actually going to go for a Norwich win.
Norwich win?
A Norwich win. I know they have not won any games, but remember, Brighton didn't. Well, they should have beaten us, but they didn't. They didn't play well against Crystal Palace. They were very lucky that cheat, who remained nameless, Neil Maupay, the cheat, equalised for them out of nothing. You know, but there's no Danny. I don't know Tariq Lamptey. I don't know if he's really fit. Danny, unfortunately, has been in great form. He's got a hamstring issue. Norwich is a good time, I think, to play Brighton, and hopefully a Norwich win. And if I won't say he should be booked or sent off, but it would be nice. If Maupay could score and not go, it would be great. Absolutely great.
Southampton versus Leeds.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to go for drawing that because Leeds are very good attacking, and Southampton I've kept well, so I'll go for a draw for that.
Brentford versus Chelsea.
Ooh. Anyway, I'm gonna have to go for Brentford, and hopefully, if Ivan Toney can score the winner, then maybe he can be forgiven for his remarks as long as he apologises with them.
Everton versus West Ham.
Ooh, whoa!
Good game.
I don't think Everton will win. I'll go for a West Ham win because West Ham are on the up, and this will hopefully prove.
Going Everton in that game.
Okay.
Newcastle.
Yes.
Versus Tottenham.
Oh. Well,
Newcastle, they ain't got the money yet, but they've be feeling good about themselves.
Well, what I'm going to say is going to be quite controversial. I don't think Newcastle are going to win. I think they're going to annihilate Tottenham. No, I go for a Newcastle win, and our ex-player Joe Willock scoring hopefully the winner.
Yep, I think this will be a tough game. I think Spurs will probably. I don't think they lose. I think it'll be a draw, maybe. I don't know. It's going to be a tough game for them anyway.
It will be, but the thing is, can you imagine? It's going to be party central time in that game.
Yep.
Can you imagine? And, I think if Newcastle can get an early goal, they can really do damage to Tottenham.
Looking at the table at the moment, Chelsea are top on 16 points, Liverpool second on 15.
Yeah.
Then there's a host of teams on 14 points. Manchester City, Manchester United, Everton and Brighton.
Yeah.
All on 14 points. Right, so that's from third place right down to sixth spot.
Yeah.
Brentford, 12 points in seventh spot at the moment.
Yeah.
Then you got Tottenham on 12, West Ham on 11, Villa on 11, us on 10.
Oh, well,
sorry,
10
Villa on 10, us on 10.
Okay.
Right, so when you look at Arsenal, and this is why it's still very early in the season,
look at where
Arsenal
we are
effectively 4 points off the top 4.
Can you imagine? Look at that.
Can we make top 4 this season, you think?
We can if we're very lucky, we're very fortunate. A lot of results go our way. And basically, we beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, beat Liverpool home and away, beat Man City at home, and beat Tottenham away. If we do that, we can. So we can, but it's gonna be very difficult. We'll see. It's gonna be very difficult. I think a good season for us will be if we can get into the top 6 or 7.
That's a good season.
No. I mean a good season for us in where we are now.
Oh.
But not for us. No, that's not good for season. Listen, our expectations have gone right down. But unfortunately, this is where we are now.
Casey says, who is more important to the squad overall, Smith Rowe or Odegaard? Also, when did you guys go to your first game in person? Love from America.
Oh, right, love.
Smith Rowe or Odegaard?
Well, I'd have to say Emil because Martin came in after Emil. Though Martin is very important, but I'd have to go for Emil. What about you?
Yeah, you'd have to say at this moment in time, Odegaard. Sorry, Emil Smith Rowe. Apologies, Emil Smith Rowe. Trev says Zaha is an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
He could be our Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
Pepe is not even Premier League level.
Yeah, but
even Perez doesn't rate him. Arteta should trust Martinelli over Laka from now on.
Oh, I don't know about that, but no. But when he said, what do you mean, Robert? Is he talking about Robert?
That's what you're saying, yeah.
Yeah, well, listen, I rate him. But the thing is, the question was about our first ever game in person.
What was yours?
Well, mine was in 1978. Like I said, I've said it before, my dad, God rest his soul.
Oh, he took you in?
Yeah, my brother. Ipswich Town, it's either Ipswich Town or Leicester City at Highbury. And we won 1-0. Alan Sunderland scored the winner. He should have scored a hat-trick, but he scored the winner. And I was absolutely so happy. And I think I said before, I kept on shouting. And then when I came back home, I was asleep. And my dad told me that on the TV you could hear me shouting, so I missed it all. It's quite funny. What about you?
First game, I can hardly, I vaguely remember my first game, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Cecil was asking me this the other day. We was doing an interview, right? It wasn't as early as 78. 78 was your first game?
78 was my first game, yeah. Unbelievable. My dad took us.
How old did you? About 2? How old did you then?
I won't really say. I'll tell you off air. But,
Jeez, man, 78. No, I didn't go that early, man.
Oh, really? Okay.
No, I was sort of late 80s. When I ran about 88.
Okay.
80, yeah, ran about them times.
Did you go to Anfield 89?
No, I didn't go to Anfield 89. I watched it on TV.
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah. You see what it is, when I first started going to games as well, I was doing the music.
Oh, okay.
For my music days,
yeah,
right? So
yeah.
I used to go to a lot of games.
Yeah.
But a lot of times then I'd have weeks when I'm performing and I'm doing, shows and that.
Yeah.
So sometimes I miss games as well. So at first I got my season ticket sort of like early 90s.
Yeah.
Because then I started to go like more consistently, like go to a lot of games.
Yeah.
But I always, I need to really pinpoint. I'm gonna go back and really pinpoint because Cecil was asking me this the other day.
Yeah. It's unbelievable. It's incredible. It's unbelievable.
But Highbury days.
Yeah.
Highbury, I used to love Highbury. Where did you sit in the Highbury?
Well, anywhere near the away fans.
So you were doing that even then?
Yes, and the funny thing is, the funny enough, sitting against, sitting
He's been doing it for
against,
years. He's been doing it for years.
Brilliant.
Man.
Funny enough, and the funny thing is, sitting next to the away fans happened just by chance because I got tickets. I think we played Swindon Town, and I got a ticket in the East End or something. So then I said, can I have a ticket here, please? And it was just a random place. And I was right next to the Swindon Town fans. And it was so loud in my... And that's where it started, because I was like, I like this. Because I was right next to them and, the verbals were going on. So that's where it was. So I used to sit in the West when they used to be in the West. And obviously the clocking, when they used to be in the clocking.
Wow.
And obviously
I used to be at Highbury. I used to be in the North Bank at first.
Okay.
But I'll be honest with you, I never used to like it because I used to be towards the back of the North Bank.
Oh, right, yeah.
And you know when you used to be towards the back?
Yes.
You couldn't see sometimes when the attack was going on down the other end.
Yeah.
You had to be ducking down like this to try and see. And
yeah.
I mean, so I never really liked that. And then I then moved to the East Stand.
Okay. Yeah. I've sat there.
And then I was in the East Stand, and I used to sit. The guys I used to sit with were a good laugh, and I was saying, I think I was saying it was I was saying it on the podcast I was with Lee,
Yeah.
that I used to sit behind this guy. He's a Scottish guy.
Okay.
And he used to moan, man. He used to moan hard. And
More than Claude, God rest his soul.
He moaned harder than Claude.
Wow.
And he'd be moaning about Henri. And Henri used to be his main target. That's what I always say. I always say, if that guy was still going, he used to moan about Henri.
What did he say? What did he say
He
when
used to say he was lazy.
No, but so then, okay, so...
He used to say Henri's lazy, and he always used to moan about his socks. You know what, Henri, because he had his socks up to a thing.
So, okay.
And he's going, look at that pansy. Why has he got his socks right up by his knees? I don't like it. Like, he was old school, you know what I mean? But, you know, you could have a laugh at him, and you know, when Henri would score, he'd be like, yeah, you go, what about that? Look, see, moan about Henri now. And he goes, yeah, it's a good goal, but he should have got back.
Okay,
so that's not a very good Scottish accent, by the way. I apologise. But he was brilliant, that fan.
So basically, when Thierry scored 30 goals for 3 seasons on the trot,
he's still moaning.
Did he say, "Oh, we should have scored 31"? Was he like that?
Not like that, but he just used to moan about Henri. You know, you get some fans sometimes. It's just like you cannot, no matter what, that player can't please them. That's what he was like with Henri. He was just like, no. He goes. He'd be incredible. Like, we'd be like, come on, you can't moan about it. Thierry Henry, he's like a god. He's brilliant. He's the best player in the world right now.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, not for me. Not for me. He doesn't. He goes, you see, you guys, you're not seeing that he's not doing the stuff off the ball. He's not getting, I mean, I can only imagine what that guy was like. I mean, after we moved from the Emirates, after we moved to the Emirates, obviously a lot of people who you sat with in them days, everyone got dispersed into different. I don't think that helped with the atmosphere as well.
It didn't.
But everybody got dispersed into different, because remember you could choose where you wanted to sit and all things like that, right? So
it makes me
I've never seen him since, but he used to complain, man. That guy used to moan. Well, people talk about AFTV. The people moaning was going on long before that, mate. Don't worry about that. But he used to moan, and like, you know, Thierry Henry would score and he'd go, yeah, great goal, but there was always a but with him.
Wow.
You know, so
that's incredible.
That just shows you that we were taking it too much for granted in them days, because we were brilliant those times.
Well, you say that. I mean, I think the people I sat with them for about over 15 to 20 years, and it gets really emotional because we every
I used to love
game.
I loved Highbury.
Highbury, absolutely. Man. It was
I miss
unbelievable.
I
miss it as well, and
I do miss it.
It gets really emotional because I used to sit with the real verbal people. So there was a fan I used to sit with, and he used to get very
hooligans. Eh?
No. That's what's the verbal.
The bad man, them.
Not hooligans. He used to get hyper the second half. So it used to be a great atmosphere. It was absolutely amazing, and there's so many great highlights. But one of the great highlights for us was, apart from having a laugh at Bosnich and all that, you know, and I don't mean anything about science. It was he made a mistake, and we were all singing "Let's Do the Bosnich." Was when we beat Newcastle United 3-1, and Patrick scored that screamer from 30 yards. For the rest of the game, me and all the fans around us, about six of us, jumping up, dancing in the road, singing David Platt. It's unbelievable times. It's incredible. Days, it's amazing.
Amit S says, Ty, why didn't you say anything when Scholes says Arsenal get no credit because they're rubbish?
When did he say that?
I was hoping you would back us after that.
When did he say that?
I don't know. I ain't watched it yet.
Well, I never heard him say that. If he said that went over my head, because I never heard. The thing is, I don't think he said that. When did he say that?
He did say that?
Yeah, he did. In the app, he did.
When?
When it was between conversations.
You see? Well, I didn't hear that. Well, the thing about
eating time.
No.
So you didn't hear that?
No, I didn't hear that. And the thing
Thanks
is,
for defending us.
It's all right. If Paul Scholes is there next time, I will call him up on that.
Next time, yeah.
If I'm lucky enough to go next time.
Shreff says
on the
switch. Shreff says Zaha is an AFC fan, Arsenal fan.
Yes.
He could be. I already read that one. He could be our Saudi Mane.
He could be, but you know.
And
probably Nicholas will be.
Chaos says, ask Ty why he thinks Mope is a cheat. Injuries are part of the game.
Listen, I'm not going through that again. Just type up cheat and you get your information.
And Shref says,
Because his name will come up.
Shref says, why did Klopp criticise the Newcastle takeover? It was illegal. It was all legal, and big groups always have legal cases. All Premier League owners hate it as it is time to spend.
But Klopp is going to do that, isn't he? Because
because it's going to affect Liverpool.
exactly.
That's
Of
why.
course, Klopp knows what he's doing. If he says that now, of course, Klopp does that. Klopp did that because he knows that there will be money. And actually, I will answer that question about Mope. I called Mope a cheat because he could have injured Burn. That's why. And afterwards, when he got that lucky goal, he started talking rubbish and calling us arrogant. I would have thought that if the goalkeeper's not injured, you apologise, you get on your knees and say that I'm sorry, Burn, to injure you, because if I did, I should be banned for the amount of time that you were injured. And also,
yet still, you allowed Paul Scholes to say Arsenal get no credit because they're rubbish. Right in front of your face.
I didn't hear them. No, but I didn't hear that.
Right in front of your face. I did not hear that. That's what the man said. It's on film.
I did not. Okay, fair enough.
Cecil's just informed me.
I didn't hear that.
The guys have informed me that you allowed the guy to say that right in front of you.
I did not hear that. And also,
you allowed him to say that right in front of you.
And I think Paul Scholes is wrong to say that. He's wrong to say that. He's wrong.
Why don't you challenge him?
Because I never heard him. If I can't challenge what I don't hear, can I? I heard Adam McCullough and I battered him verbally, didn't I? But I didn't hear that. Listen, if Scholes said that, I never heard it. And so next time, I will have to question him and say that you said we are rubbish. I wouldn't know why. That's in the age of just Aquarius.
Arsene Wenger said I couldn't see it. Now you said I couldn't hear it.
Well, absolutely.
Dave says Ty bottled it.
Yeah, of course I did. Like you did, innit? In anything that you do. Goodbye. Next.
I can't believe
Dave. Next.
Next is me, because I can't believe what, you know what I mean?
If I didn't hear it, what could I say?
I mean, Touch of Awesome says statue for Ty outside the Emirates, if not the whole AFTV crew. Your statue has been revoked.
No.
It's been revoked because you allowed Paul Scholes to disrespect the club like that. You're right there in front of him.
Hold on.
Put him in his place.
Hold on. I allow Paul Scholes to disrespect the club, but what Deeney said is right. I allowed Scholes to disrespect the club, but what Deeney said when he was saying
you haven't seen Deeney, but this is the guy's right there.
And you're
he said it right there when you're there.
Deeney doesn't want to see me, that's why.
He said it right there and you're there.
And I never heard it, did I? If I don't hear it, what could I do? I can't say, what did you say? I didn't hear it.
Is he in the frame? Is he in the frame when it's being said?
But I'm not.
I'm trying to find when he says it.
Yeah, you see?
Yeah, you find that, bring it up.
Bring it over, Cecil G, because I never heard that.
I can't believe it, man.
Nor could I.
No, I can't. You
got away with it. No, Paul Scholes got away with it then. Because I never heard it.
Jeez, man.
What can I do if I didn't hear it? What can I do? What am I supposed to do? I never heard that. Because we're robbing. Nah. Unless it's... Well, no, I never heard that. He's lucky if he got away with that.
Why does everybody always think Shref says classic Robbie stirring Ty up?
Yeah, right? You know Robbie's
and triggering you and baiting you and stuff like that.
Nah, he's not triggering you. Robbie can't trigger me in the fact that I got a lot of love for Robbie, so I won't get too annoyed. I'll leave that for Deeney, for Mope.
Have you seen the new documentary that's coming out about
yes, Invincible. Yes, yeah. Absolutely can't wait to see. Absolutely great.
You watch that?
Of course. The legend, the greatest. Yeah, absolutely.
The what?
The greatest. I said that. I better not mention it because Robbie's gonna get mad. I said that to my mate, and he said, "What are you talking about?" When I said the analogy of Usain Bolt, the greatest.
Yeah, so, I'm looking forward to see it. I mean, I wonder if he's gonna. What I'd like him to do is really talk about sort of as well as all the great times. I'd love him to sort of talk about the sort of less great times and how he felt. What
do you mean?
Well, listen, I think we know how he felt. He would have felt, but
betrayed, let down, disrespected. I'll never forget him saying that. He will never forget the way he's been treated. I was so sad to hear that. I really was sad to hear that. So that means then, if people wanted him to leave, that's fair enough. But from what I remember, people rendering him useless, and that is an absolute insult to the man. To render him useless. You want him to go, fair enough, but to insult him personally and tell him, I won't say it, but tell him to off out of the club. That's disgusting. Disgusting. And people who said that should hang their heads in shame. Hang their heads in shame, because that's ridiculous. You don't like the man. You want him to leave as well, but to disrespect him, after what the man did for us, terrible. Really, really sad. A really sad day.
Greatest ever Arsenal manager?
Of course. Who's better? But having said that, though, you got, what's his name, Herbert Chapman, God rest his soul. You never know what he could have done, because unfortunately he died of pneumonia, didn't he? You know, so yeah, our greatest ever manager. Unbelievable.
Okay, well listen, we're going to leave it on that note. I mean, positive
very
notes about Arsene Wenger there. Looking forward to seeing
the legend,
that documentary when it comes out.
Yes.
Want to thank you guys for watching tonight.
Thank you very much.
You know, let me just before you go there, Matthew Lewis for the super chat. He says, Ty, I'm disappointed you don't call these people out when you see them face to face.
Like who?
Some would call you a coward.
Yeah,
and hope you get relegated.
But that's what I called you.
Wait a minute.
But yeah, it's
wait a minute.
a very good team. Here we go.
All right,
let's see if I heard it.
Wait. It's always about Arsenal getting enough credit. What is it you want?
No,
you know what I mean?
At the top of the show, you said
You don't
City.
get credit 'cause you're not
You said
a very
City
good
and
team.
Chelsea.
You see, I never. It went over my head.
You said you don't get enough credit 'cause you're not a very
Yeah,
good
but
team.
look how low it was. That's why I never heard it. It was low. Listen.
the evidence is there,
bro,
people.
Hold on.
Work it out for
But hold on,
yourself.
but hold
Did he
on.
back down?
No, I
right.
didn't back
Work
down.
it out. There is the evidence.
And hold on.
Thank you very much for watching the
Wait,
show.
hold on.
And we'll see you
Thank
back
Hold
on Monday.
Pippa
Of
was
course,
there.
we got a game.
Was not Pippa
Arsenal
there?
versus Palace. See you Monday. Have
Peace.
yourself a great weekend.
Pippa was there. Pippa heard it and I didn't.